Afternoon, hope you're well. Start of the week again. After a bit of a miserable start, it's turned into a pretty good day now. Saturday, Monday? Saturday was one of the coldest, crappiest days we've had for a long time. So it had football and netball, and it blew like a bastard from the south all day, and yeah, could have been worse. Could have been playing football, but yeah, it was pretty cold. Anyway, good winter day. So what we're up to? The other guys have just had a couple of jobs to do on the chaser bin before they brought it back out and put it in the shed here. So Brendan did that. The ram, or the hydraulic cylinder that opens and closes the door in the floor, the sealing, it's gone. So we've just pulled it out, and we don't need to use the bin again for a while now, so we'll get it fixed, and yeah, it'll be right to go for winter crop harvest. So they've done that. Brendan's back over cleaning up fences at the new block. Tony's been out and fed the sheep here, and I think he's been pushing some sticks up and burning sticks and that sort of stuff, so he's just on that job. I think he's going to chuck the little sprayer on the side-by-side buggy and start to spray around the sheds and that sort of stuff. So I do a few of those sorts of jobs. I'm out here. I'm actually driving through the middle of a wheat crop at the moment, but which is flying along pretty well. We're going to get organised and top dress everything again, so that'll be its final crossing. So we'll get everything sort of between that 100 and 150 kilos of urea, depending on what it got last time. And I'm just walking a mob of sheep into the yards here. I've got Dot on the job, so I'm just out in the crop here trying to keep them against the fence, but I'm not doing all that good a job here. But anyway, so if you watched on, I don't know, 2 or 3 videos, probably 3 videos, might be 4 now, I talked about our ewes and their feet and what we were going to do. So had a little bit of a change in plan. So we've actually got some ewes that are coming on 5 years of age, so we're going to go through and take all them out, and then, which we've sort of done at home already anyway, but these 2 mobs of ewes we've got here that we haven't weaned the lambs off, I'm going to do them now, keep them separate, and then these lots of ewes and lambs that have been out here on the dry country, I'm going to walk them down to our dairy block where we've got the grazing wheat. There's quite a lot of feed down there, and we've still got, 3 maybe, what are we, we're sort of 20th of July, something like that. So rule of thumb, we usually lock the grazing crops up depending on how they're going around that first week of August. So I'm thinking we might squeeze potentially another 4 weeks of grazing down there. So what we'll do is we'll box all those sheep together. They're going to take a bit of handling when we do come to split them up, but it is what it is. And once we'll be shearing about the 3rd or 4th week of August. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the ewes then that we haven't sold, and anything that's the feet structure's a bit ordinary, we'll put them all across the handler. So there could be, 700 or 800 to put across the handler, which will be fine, but we'll put them all across, and yeah, just physically inspect every animal's feet, and anything that's, the toes a bit twisted, or what I showed on the feet video. If they've got a long toenail or something like that, they can go on the truck. I was just a bit concerned by selling everything, and look, these are good sheep, don't get me wrong, and 90% of them, the feet in them are good, but when I got thinking about it, those ones were sold to market, and I actually spoke to my father and sort of had a yarn to him about it, and just got his opinion, which is always good to be able to bounce ideas off him. So we just sort of thought maybe we just cool our jets a little bit and just go through and have a proper sort up of them, and then see what we've got. If we've still got, so we've got this about 1,250 ewes running around, so we end up with 600 of these, well then we can go and buy, just buy a B double load of a different bloodline or something like that, rather than tipping them all out and then having to then go and try and buy 1,000 ewes or something like that. I think we still will. I watched a webinar while we were away on holidays, and just on a bit of a change in tact in management with joining lengths and that sort of thing. So I think we will still stick with the use like the breeding program. I am keen to get a feedlot set up, so that's been in the pipeline for a while. Come on, sheep. A few here that are just straggling. Just change joining lengths and that sort of stuff just to help with the management at the other end a little bit. But yeah, once we sort of, there's a few sheep field days and that coming up. We actually had the sheep and wool show, which is at Bendigo this weekend, just gone. And we usually try and get over to that, but just with getting back from holidays, we just wanted to, it was good to have Sunday at home yesterday, especially after a pretty cold and crappy Saturday. Anyway, enough of my waffle. We'll get these ladies and kids in. Oh, there's another dog. And yeah, get them in and we'll start and draft them up. Yeah. Well, that sort of went to plan. We've got them drafted up. I actually got Tony to come out and give me a hand. It was, I think, just the time of day and where the shadow was in the drafting race. They were sort of balking a bit and wouldn't run. So, yeah, Tony was just at home having lunch, so had his lunch and came out. So yeah, it didn't take too long. So I don't know. We've got a few of the neighbours' lambs in with what I've drafted them out as well. So I'm not too sure what we've got there yet. We'll have to have a bit of have an I'll get these moved away, and then we're going to put them up on the canal bank tonight. They've actually started, you might be able to see that, they've actually started filling the canal again with water, so yeah, we'll put them up on the canal bank tonight, and then we can shift them down to the other farm in the morning. So they won't it won't be too bad. They'll move pretty well. So yeah, but sun's out. It's quite warm actually now. When you get doing something, there's not a lot of breeze, so yeah, you can almost hear the crops growing today. So anyway, just looking here while we're shifting the sheep along canola. We're going to give it another feed tomorrow, but you can just see here the buds are starting to form for the flower. So it is starting to run up. Yeah, it all looks pretty good at the moment. I was just talking to my mate earlier on the phone, and we were just talking crop and rubbish as per usual. And although we haven't had big dumps of rain, we've sort of got rain when we've needed it. You know, we're getting that 5 and 10 mil a week, so it won't be long and we'll need 25 or 30, like we could take 25 or 30 mil, like it's 16 degrees today, so it is warming up. But yeah, crops are, you can nearly hear, as I said, you can nearly hear them growing today, but yeah, there's one that's just starting to pop up, and the yellow flowers will appear shortly. So there's a few neighbouring crops that have got flowers out, or just starting to, so it is that time of year. But yeah, no, all looking pretty good at the moment. Morning! So next day, obviously, cracking day, bit overcast this morning, so there's no frost, but yeah, it's cleared up and yeah, quite good now. Had the bank manager out this morning, just showing him around, and he did actually see the new block before we got stuck into it, so yeah, he just wanted to have a catch up and see how it had taken shape and just where the crops and that were up at. So spent a couple of hours with him. Brendan's spreading. We got the truck moved around this morning, so he's got into that, and Tony's put one loader. We had a couple of paddocks to spray, so he's done one, just 25 hectare paddock of barley, and now I've just got him here, just giving me a hand while I ship these sheep. yeah, once get them off the canal, just to block a few roads and that for me, so they're a bit easier to handle. So yeah, he's doing that, and then he'll go back spraying. But yeah, hopefully these will move relatively easy. We'll just see. But yeah, they're spread right along the canal bank at the moment, so we'll hunt them round so they get a bit closer. Look out, dog, you get run over. Not sure whether that's one of ours or one of the neighbours through the fence there, but anyway, we'll find that out later on, no doubt. Yeah, so no, other than that, that's where we're at the moment. So we'll get these slots shifted, and hopefully it all goes to plan. Nearly there. Crop on the new block's looking good. Morning. Another day, pretty much the same. No. Brendan emptied the truck with urea yesterday, so we brought it home yesterday afternoon, and I'm just going to load it now for him. The boys haven't turned up yet. Tony got the barley sprayed, so that was good. Got it finished off, which I think I might have mentioned. So today we've got a bit of contract spraying to do, so Tony will go and do that. Brendan will get this spreading finished. I don't know whether we're going to have enough urea to get it finished. We've got more coming Thursday, I think, at this stage, unless something happens. Pretty nice day again, a bit cool again early, but yeah, no frost and a little bit of breeze. My plan is I'm just sort of running around trying to do a few catch-up jobs from when we were away, and a few jobs around the sheds and that here that I've needed doing for a long time, but it's just been getting the time to do them. So what I might do first though is the ewes that we drafted off, well, the ewes that we sort of, the ewes that we've got here that we were going to send to market, I'm going to might run them in and just draft the older ewes off them, and then I'll just see how they're running. I might even put that lot through the handler like I was talking about and have a look at their feet, and yeah, just start and sort them up a bit. They don't have a heap to eat here, so at the moment, just with pasture growth and that sort of stuff, so we are just sort of feeding them hay and that sort of thing to keep them going. Yeah, so if they're good enough to go on the truck, they might as well go out of the road, and then that's a few less we've got to feed. So yeah, anyway, we'll get this tarp rolled up and a few engines warmed up, and yeah, get this truck loaded. Sit down, sit! Sit down! Sit down! Steady, steady on. Baz. Oh, so I got all them drafted up. So again, I've just drafted off the older ewes and then some of the ones that had a red tag in their ear that were ones that we've trimmed the toes of before in previous times. So what I was going to do was I was going to put them across the handler, but I'm here on my Pat Malone. So what I'm thinking is I might just run them up the drenching race and just look at them that way. I'm soon gonna pick them pretty easily. And what I'll do is I've just got some green rattle here. I'll just rattle the backs of them, and then I can just run them through the draft again. Because one of the issues is no, there's not a dog here. There was a dog here. There's not a dog here anymore. One of the issues is this race that we've got, the lead-up race. We've sort of done it for lambs. It's a bit narrow for the ewes and they get stuck and be a bit of pushing and shoving and that going on. But yeah, it might be just as easy to, they're going to be pretty easy to pick. Like this one, you probably can't see that, but there's one just there that's got long toes. Or I don't want to go too hard, but again, yeah, we want to sort of try and get on top of it too. So anyway, I'll run a race full in and just see whether it's going to work, and we can always go back to the handler if we need to. I think this is going to work all right. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. So you can see the feet on that one, just the toes are crossed, and yeah, got long toenails. So I've just put a green dot on the back. There's another one. I'm going to go pretty hard here because it's, there's one. Look at her back toes, all twisted up. So, there's, what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I've marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bloody hope that's not the average across the rest of what we've got here. We don't have many left. Anyway, we'll, I'll get to it and we'll see how we get on. All right, end of the day, end of another video. So I've been to town and actually hired a little digger, a little excavator, little baby one. I don't know what it is, ton and a half, something. Just a few jobs. When we get a lot of rain, the water actually runs into the shed, so just put a little spoon drain along here, which I have done before, but just over time it's filled up with crap and that again. It's good, you can actually, it's got a switch on it, this thing, so it's got the same controls as the backhoe, so yeah, it's easy to operate. And then we've got couple of jobs here, and again, just trying to, a few of these jobs that have, should have been done, but just haven't been done. So I've got a bit of a drainage issue here. When we and we need to put the wall back in the shed, that's another job for tomorrow. I've got the guys in town are going to drop out some PVC pipe in the morning, but we've got the backwash off the pool. Now it just had a bit of pipe there that used to sort of come to here. So what we're going to do is get a couple of lengths of pipe and run it out there so it disappears. And then you can see there's an open end there where that puddle is. That comes off little room we've got. It's the gym room actually here. So not a very big roof space, but again, when we get a lot of rain, it floods that shed. So just trying to get a few of these sorts of jobs done that, always we'll get to them one day, they're not very important. So we've sort of caught up on spraying, and we've got more urea coming in the morning, so Brendan can get the spreading finished. And Tony ran into trouble today with wind direction with the contract spraying job, so he's didn't get it finished, which is fine. So, but yeah, got those sheep sorted up, spoke to the agent, so we'll give them probably a fortnight. The sheep job is pretty good at the moment, it has kicked a lot, so which is pleasing. So anyway, that'll do. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Ta-da.